Hi there. In this chapter we will cover sites. Confirming our site information is important as these details will appear on our documents such as invoices and estimates. Additionally, we can make adjustments to site prefixes such as job and invoice numbers. First, hover over the Settings tab and select Sites. Now, click on Edit next to your site details. Here we have the option to edit site name, address details, contact information and other important information relating to the business, such as VAT and company number. Send email as user, if enabled. Email sent from the system will have the relevant user's email address in the From field, if available. If this is not available, the email recorded on the site will be used in its place. The SMS alias is what will display when customers receive SMS reminders from TechMan. We can at this point add our site logo here on the left. First choose a file, then once this is loaded, simply click Upload Logo. This will then reflect across all documents. Next up, we have site prefixes. These are the prefixes associated to job numbers, invoice numbers, estimate numbers, and much more. As a standard, these will already be populated. However, you can edit these prefixes if you'd like to personalize your TechMan system. The numbers following the prefixes will begin at 100001 and ascend from there. Once you've made any adjustments, ensure you've clicked the Update button at the bottom of the page. Hi there. In this video, we will cover templates. Let's take a look at message templates. Hover over the Settings tab and select Templates. On this screen, you'll see the pre-existing templates in the TechMan system. Some of these will be associated with automated reminders such as MOT, service, or booking reminders. We can edit existing templates by clicking Edit on the right-hand side. But let's create a new template by either clicking in the top right corner or hitting the blue plus button on the top left. From the template creation screen, we can start by selecting what type of template we're creating. In this instance, let's make an SMS template and call it Vehicle Ready for Collection. You can free type in the content box to create your message template. However, we can use our template content keywords below to help us construct the message and pull key information through. Let's start by adding the greeting and the customer's full name keywords in the message. Using the greeting keyword, the system will display a greeting depending on the time of day. There are 3 possible values: good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Furthermore, the customer full name keyword will pull through the customer's full name, including title if available. Next, let's enter the message and include the vehicle reg keyword and sign off by using the garage name keyword after sending our regards. Once we're happy with the content of the message, simply click Save. Hi there. In this chapter, we will cover integrations. To view and set up integrations within TechMan, hover over the Settings tab and select Integrations. Let's start with supplier integrations. First, we have LKQ Euro Car Parts. We'll be able to select the site and the relevant supplier already set up in the system, then enter the account number. As there is the option to have multiple accounts connected, we can select which one is to be the default. Next up, we have the GSF and Napa supplier integrations. The same applies here. The site and relevant supplier can be connected, along with the account and the default option chosen. Just let us know if you have an account with one of the aforementioned suppliers and are interested in setting up the integration, and a member of our team can assist with the final setup. These supplier integrations will allow you to select products from the live integration, see your local branch's livestock levels, and even order directly through the TechMan system. Next, we have our integrations for automotive data and technical information for professionals. Haynes Pro and Autodata can both be integrated into TechMan. Firstly, with the default labour unit, this is what will be added to a job or estimate when adding repair times directly from the integrations. Secondly, The default service schedule labor unit will be used when adding service lines from your integrations directly to a job or estimate. Now, moving on to Payment Assist, which is a finance option that can be integrated into TechMan. If you have an account with Payment Assist, you'll be able to enter your API details in the integration here. However, you must ensure that your Payment Assist payment method is enabled in Settings. If you have a card machine that you'd like to integrate into the TechMan system, this can be done with Take Payments, Payment Sense, and Dojo. Contact our team if you'd like to learn more and set up an integrated card machine. Finally, if your chosen accounting software is QuickBooks, then it can be directly integrated into the TechMan system. Once you've clicked Connect to QuickBooks, you'll have the option to assign your default nominal and tax codes. These, along with any others you utilize, will need to be added to the nominal and tax codes in your TechMan system, as well as assigning to the relevant product categories, subcategories, labor types, and labor units. Hi there. In this chapter, we will cover job statuses. Job statuses are useful for categorizing where the job is up to within your internal process. These are displayed on the dashboard, among other places, and you can move bookings between the relevant job statuses. To edit existing or add new job statuses, hover over the Settings tab and select Job Statuses. Below, we can see our existing job statuses. Each is assigned a colour which will be visible on the dashboard in addition to the calendar. System reserved statuses are required and cannot be altered. However, you can adjust any others by hitting the Edit button on the right-hand side. Here you can change the text, colour, enable it, and even relate it to a relevant state. Please be advised, this will have an impact on the advanced and pro levels of TechMan. To create a new status, simply click on New Job Status in the top right corner, or use the blue plus button on the top left-hand side. Similarly to when editing, here you can assign job status text a colour, enable it, and assign a state. Hi there. In this chapter, we will cover vehicle reminders. Vehicle reminders can be set up within your system to automatically send out via both SMS and email. They are used for sending MOT reminders, service reminders, and any additional reminders that might be relevant to how the business operates. To create a new or adjust an existing reminder, hover over the Settings tab and select Vehicle Reminders. Here we can see the existing vehicle reminders and a breakdown of expired, current, or not recorded dates in the system, whether or not the reminder is enabled, set up for SMS, email, and even what time of day the reminder is set to go out. Let's click Edit on the right-hand side of the next MOT reminder. Here we can adjust what time of day the reminder is sent out. If it's enabled for SMS and enabled for email. The report email address will send you a report of all sent reminders. Next up, you can select the specific labor type and labor unit that this reminder is connected to. This is used to determine if the particular labor unit type has already been booked in for the vehicle, meaning the reminder doesn't need to be sent. The default next date days is set to 365 days for the MOT and service reminders. As once invoiced, it will queue the reminder for the following year. However, if you're creating a new reminder that might require following up in 6 months or even 2 years, it can be adjusted using this field. Below, we can set how many reminders the customer will receive and also how many days before the due date they will receive the reminder. We have this set to send 3 texts and 3 emails, 45, 30, and 15 days before the due date. If we book in the assigned labor type or slot as shown previously, the TechMan system will not queue any additional reminders that might have otherwise been sent. A template must be assigned to each reminder, both email and SMS, if you're using both. If you're creating a new reminder, you will also need to create a new template for the message that will be sent out. Please refer back to the template section to see how this is created. The The reminder expiry can be set in order to display a red or amber color in the reminder field when looking at the vehicle details. This can be set based on the number of days before the expiry.